So within 12 hours of Tetsuya Nomura making the comment within his Famitsu interview that the X that was left in his 20th anniversary little message thing refers to a hidden message that is still yet to be deciphered. And, well, the Kingdom Hearts community has cracked it. Specifically, one person known as Ivanom. So here's the explanation. By the way, I'll explain how the riddle goes and what's the secret message, since a lot of people most likely don't know Japanese. First of all, you have to write all the message in hiragana until the X. Now then, remember, in Roman, numbers is 10, then look at the form of the X. I had numbers and spaces put in here, but the forum deletes the spaces and messes up with the text. I'll just leave the text in the quote. Now, what does it say? The voice identity is Sigurd. Special attention, meaning pays special attention to Sigurd. So yeah, Nomura left literally the reveal of who the narrator is within the missing link in Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer in his 20th anniversary message, which by the way was on display before even the reveal of the Kingdom Hearts 4 Missing Link trailer later on that night during the 20th anniversary, which I think is just insane. He pretty much thought to himself, okay, well, there's no way anyone's going to be able to figure this out before we reveal the good stuff. Nomura has always been known to be extremely cryptic when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, leaving little breadcrumb trails and hints and clues towards certain things for things to eventually play out. This, though, is definitely one of his more hilarious ones. And even to the point of, like, the staff not being able to figure it out. I mean, you can kind of see why for good reason. This is sort of insane, to be honest. But that is it right there. We have the confirmation as to who the narrator is. It is indeed Sigurd. He is the character that appears at the end of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, when Brain travels into the future and arrives in the ancient Scala. Sigurd is the one that greets Brain, explaining to Brain exactly what's going on, arriving in the Scala at Kylum, and how Brain was destined to arrive in this era by himself, by the way, not with his friends Scold or Ephemer, and also explains how Ephemer was the one that founded Scala as Kylum. Sigurd explains in HQ, so a headquarters of some sort, which is obviously referring to the masters of this time era. It's still kind of unknown as to whether or not Ephemer during this point is alive or has since passed since founding Scala and Kylum, but Sigurd definitely plays an important role, as he seems like a sort of lackey for the higher-ups in Scala during this era. He could potentially be a Keyblade Master himself. So that then shifts our focus to the one that's wearing the black coat in the Missing Link trailer. Is that then a Lushu Sigurd? Is Sigurd the one that's being used as the Lushu vessel during the era of the ancient Scala, and the one that helps Brain, helping Brain throughout the events of Missing Link to inevitably take over Brain at some point to then become Brain Lushu? We will obviously learn more about Sigurd come Missing Link, which is quite exciting to know. He's obviously going to play an important role if he is the one doing the narration for the Missing Link trailer, as well as the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer as well. Because he's the narrator in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer too, it means that he should have some type of involvement in Kingdom Hearts 4, though whether or not it's a setup similar to the young Erika Xehanort thing that was going on in Kingdom Hearts 3, with seeing those kind of flashbacks to the time of them being in Scala playing the chess game that relates to the events of Kingdom Hearts 3 with what's going on here in Kingdom Hearts 4. Or of course the other possibility of maybe bringing through Sigurd to the future for KH4, acting as one of the Lushu vessels during the time, meaning that he could potentially be a villain. We should probably also bring up the whole Demex thing, because yeah, a few of you guys are probably thinking, oh my god, wait, we know in Kingdom Hearts 3 through Xemnas that it was explained that Marluxia, Laxine, Luxord, and Demex all have ties to the ancient Keyblade legacy. Now, in regards to Marluxia and Laxine, we know their ties to the ancient Keyblade legacy. They were characters in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Lauriam as well as Elrona are the human versions of Marluxia and Laxine. We still don't know much about Luxord though. We do know that he has involvement with Yozora, but whether or not he actually originated from Quadratum is still unknown. Possibly he originated from the era of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link in that ancient Scala, and from that point of time somehow ended up in Quadratum to inevitably meet Yozora. but when looking towards Demyx, that field is still completely unknown. So this idea of Demyx possibly being Sigurd is quite interesting. There's a couple of things here though that wouldn't totally make sense, but I'm sure Nomura would figure out some type of way to make it make sense. So for instance, we know that the nobody version of a character always has the X added into the name, so for the likes of Sigurd, it does not align up with Demyx whatsoever. If Sigurd's name was something like Demi, or Dime, or Mied, or Yedem, or something like that, then yeah, I could totally see this more so making sense, but it totally could be a situation of Sigurd having a name change, or that simply put, Sigurd is not his original name. And also, we should mention the whole voice thing. Like, Demyx obviously has voice work, he's got a voice actor, so that doesn't totally align up there, but considering that maybe if Sigurd is a different person, similar to like Xehanort's situation, how the player character from Union Cross ended up going into the heart of Xehanort, it totally could be a situation like that, which would then align up with the whole name issue we have here. The essence of Sigurd ended up going into the heart of Demyx. Technically meaning that Sigurd isn't exactly Demyx per se, but Demyx has relations to that of Sigurd. Either way though, we do know that Missing Link is going to progress the story forward from Union Cross, and considering that we had 2 out of the 4 organization members' ancient Keyblade legacy explained to us in Union Cross, the other 2 will hopefully be explained here in Missing Link. Seems like this is probably going to be the last sort of Kingdom Hearts prequel game set in this ancient time, so it makes sense that both Demyx and Luxord will get a proper explanation for ML. Alright guys, that's all for today. Some interesting stuff though, nonetheless. I'm actually really excited for Missing Link to learn more about what transpires after the events of Union Cross in this ancient Scala. Cannot wait to see it all start to happen. How about it? I'm Cynical, hopefully having a good one, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.